Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
What is going on, guys? My name is AJ, and we are here playing a newish game. Came out on the 2nd, and it's called This Is the Police. I find the art style intriguing, so I kind of wanted to check this out. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. I just played the intro that you see, so let's see what this is all about. Oh my gosh. Alright. Before I click anything, I wanted to let you guys know if you enjoy the series at all. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. And if you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe. We're going to try to play this one all the way through. I don't know if I'm going to finish all the games I ever start, but this one I'm hoping. We're going to see. We're going to see what it's like. Okay. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. Mark War II to be shown, and Freeburg. Huh. Okay. I don't think anything was actually clickable there.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Okay. Am I supposed to read it? Good morning! Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Mayor Rogers told me that once a fresh face running Freeburg PD. So no, it didn't come as a surprise. Did you already know the name of your successor? No. No, of course not. And I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After a recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Okay. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? I don't know. I never worked with the mafia, but I can't speak for every man and woman in the department. I can't follow all my employees around the clock. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? How should I know? You better ask him. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
It's interesting. It's a very comic book style.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man."
I'll do my best.
"And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon."
Whoa.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Well, alright then. I have a feeling that things are going to get a little hairy here. So I can't click on any of these papers, right? No. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Head of culture department owns a villa in Italy. People await a fresh look from the next police chief. So I guess what this is going to end up being is me dealing with corruption. Do I actually do it or do I not at the end of my tenure? Like the mayor said, be the hero.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Speaking of the devil, there must be a ghost.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay, would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Yeah. Okay, yeah, show me what we've got. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Easy. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigation. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policemen. Should be police officers. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any police officer who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your police officers are. the less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. And a police officer who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Okay. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take a day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Okay. So, this looks like a 95-year-old person right here. Okay, we're on shift B. So, can I do anything right now with these? No. So these are my detectives. These are my officers. What is this thing doing here? Alright. Let's start the shift, I guess. Oh my lord. What just happened? Okay. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. This is very realistic. Hit and run. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on a call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. Okay. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. Okay. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Okay, a married couple decided exited convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot over a homeless man who'd been digging through the trash can. And the driver jumped out to help, but once he hit the bum, got back in the van and quickly drove away. Okay, let's put some reliable people on this one. Let's go with Yancey. And we'll put a little less reliable. I'll need backup for that. Okay. Why do I have money? Fight. Theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with a theater security guard. Okay. Send the unreliable. I'm saving her for like a cat in a tree call or something. When everything goes well, the police capture criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. Okay. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good. Good job, guys. Way to go.
311A complete.
Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Perfect. Good job, guys. Close. Alright, this is an interesting game mechanic. What we got? Suburb, armed robbery.
311A in progress.
3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Okay, send Purdy. And yeah, there's a gun involved. We want more officers, and reliable officers at that. I'm sorry, Price. I want to fire you. Can I fire people? Okay, sorry. Johnson, Jurgen, and Katz law firm. A brother and sister clashed with one another over their deceased father's will, according to one of the lawyers. We don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty. Okay, let's just send Yancy. It doesn't sound like there's any actual altercation going on right there. It's just a verbal.
412A in progress.
Assault. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician and then run with his guitar and his money. 3 officers, huh? Here, I'm gonna send Price. We'll keep Austin as a backup.
Officer on scene.
Direct orders. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up and don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right beside the Brown residence. The sound of moaning and loud laughter can be heard in the living room. Sneak into the house, turn the sirens on. We're gonna do that.
910 complete.
Because my fear was they get freaked out when you knock on the door and they're gonna shoot through the gun through the door. So that was my thought. Fight. Yancy. Unharmed. Good. I thought he would do fine. Okay, they're almost there. Price is gonna die.
412A.
Assault. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Price is moving up in the world. Good job, old lady. Let's let our officers get in. Everybody get back. And we'll end the day. If you think you need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. You shift A. Why do I have so many crap people on shift A? Hey, Yance. Oh, these two are my guys right here. Alright, you know what? You guys are... Whoa, 400. Mr. Dependable right there. Alright, we'll call it the end of the day, and we'll also call it the end of an episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this series, it's a really interesting game and some interesting game mechanics. I think I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this. I might do another episode and see how it goes. But yeah, check it out. This is The Police. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.